you guys, I just want to give a quick kind of an FYI sort of thing. If you're doing like garage style, non-fancy pants sort of area rug cleaning and you can't afford the nice aluminum fancy rollout grids system to use on the ground, you can use the rubber grease traps that you can pick up from Home Depot. They're maybe 22 bucks, 24 bucks a tile. I'm not sure what they are. But if you take a look at this, nice 3x3 grid on there per tile. They're 3 feet by 3 feet or 36 inches by 36 inches. And depending on your configuration, when you lay them out on the floor, my configuration happens to be 4x4, so doing some quick math, and when you line up your rug, you can easily kind of calculate about what the size of the rug is. We're looking at about 90 square feet here. We're going to go ahead and get this all cleaned up with the dusting process. First phase of the dusting process is to flip this bad boy over on its front, so we're beating the back side of the rug. And with the if you have a mechanical machine, I know there's a Wolverine machine that is very much like this Rug Badger. It's pretty much identical. There are a little bit of slight differences just to get away from infringement on copyrights and that sort of thing. But basically, you got this cylinder drum that's on the machine. You got some straps under there with some like heavy plastic straps, and they're basically spinning, but with this motor here, and just slapping the back of this rug and knocking debris that are trapped inside the rug down into the grid system here. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing going. One thing I like to do is to anchor one side. I've got these little clamps here that I put on usually on just one side. You could pull it all the way up and clamp them down here too. But what I find with lighter weight rugs, which this is that sometimes you get the machine kind of crimping up and crunching and dog-earing and all that sort of stuff. So to prevent that from happening, that's what these guys are for. Plus, you can go forwards and backwards with this machine. However, I find on the edges, like on this end or on this end here, it is much easier to prevent it from the rug from crimping and rolling up on you, just to pull it straight backwards. And do that a couple times, and that will sufficiently get all the debris out of the rug, or at least as much as possible. Because upon running this and giving this a real good beating and just dumping all the debris out of this rug, we are then going to double back with a Kirby vacuum cleaner and just make sure that we get as much of that dry debris up and out of the rug as we possibly can, vacuuming both the front side and the back side. So it is going to be very well free of debris before we even put down a pre-spray, potentially turning things to mud, and then further turning things to mud with the steam out process. So you go through, you get all the nasties out you possibly can before you get anything wet. Alright, so with the dusting process completed and out of the way, we can go ahead and move on to our soil suspension process, which includes using our pre-spray, high quality pre-spray. It is very green, effective, and efficient for what we're going to be using it here on a polyester synthetic rug. So when you're dealing with polyester fibers, rugs, carpets, whatever, there's not a whole lot of that you have to be like concerned and cautious about. It's resilient to a lot of high heat, so heat's not going to be an issue. It does need polymers and such to break down water tension to rinse it, so Generally, people, when they think of polyester, they think high pH. Doesn't have to be a high pH solution. It just needs to be a solution that is able to break down that water tension there for you, which I believe the word is suckerfence or something like that. It's basically plant matter that, you know, helps to break down the water tension. And so once we apply that very generously, I'm probably going to apply about 2 gallons of the product. We're actually using Grease Eater by Magic Wand today, and we'll get that down there very heavily on the rug. Like I said, probably about 2 gallons, just so that there's a lot of solution that can dwell in the carpeting and just help to dissolve and eat away at any residue that might be there in the rug. And then we're also going to follow up with some mechanical agitation from the cylindrical brush machine. This one happens to be a Brush Pro system. I know that there's tons of CRBs that basically do the same thing. They're all different tools, they're different qualities, and blah blah blah, but they all do the same thing. So that is the process here. And because this is polyester fibers, it's going to dry super fast anyway, so we're going to put in a little bit of a cross breeze in here with a couple of fans, and it should be dry in no time. So I'm going to leave this on here for a couple hours, roll it up, and take it back to the owner. Howells Carpet Cleaning, 503-939-0534. And if you have any questions regarding carpet cleaning or rug cleaning or anything of that nature, feel free to give me a call, and I will walk you through some DIY, or even if you're a carpet cleaning service yourself and you've got, you know, questions because you're just starting out or whatever, I'd be happy to give you whatever information you need. God bless and have a great day.